All right, Necrons. Necron, the heavy destroyer, shot over, hit that that truck that was sitting there, and that's why there's two craters there now instead of one. The guys got out, killed a couple of them, but I actually got a die 6 explosion on it, so I killed a couple of the shooter boys on that side, hit one of the guys that was sitting over here. The Pariahs and the Immortals, both squads, shot into that unit and messed it up pretty good. He is down to a Knob and 4 or 5 guys, and the Knob does have a wound on him. Over here, the Tomb Spider cruised forward and went in hand-to-hand with those kilocopters, those deathcopters, and got one wound in on him. He downed one warrior and actually killed another one with the buzzsaw. I lost combat by 1. The Tomb Spider made his armor save, and those guys made their break test, so they're okay. Over here, the Scarabs went forward 12. The Lord went up and then joined them. That unit assaulted that squad of shooter boys that was sitting there and messed them up pretty good. He had to make a leadership test at -2 and failed it. I ran him down. Over here, the flayed ones cruised forward, hit the Burner Boys. One of the flayed ones went down during the fight, but I did enough wounds to the Burner Boys to make them run and chase them down. The destroyers over here shot over, hit this truck here. There's a gun missing off it, and it is immobilized. And that's Terry's only other vehicle that still has guys in it. Believe it or not, the Monolith shot its particle whip at this vehicle, hit dead center. I rolled a 1, which becomes a 3. So I blew a weapon off with on a open-topped armor 10 vehicle. Yeah, so that was pretty classic. And that was it for the Necron. Terry decided not to shoot the zap guns at the Monolith because he didn't want to roll. He didn't want to have to roll for that high strength and then roll the 10 for strength. He did shoot at the prize though, and got one of the prize, so down to 3. Old Zogwart here turned my my Wraithlord into a squig. I don't want to talk about it anymore. The tank busters shot at the Monolith, didn't do anything to it. The battle wagon there shot at the destroyers in the back and didn't get any of them. That squad of orcs that was in this wagon right here got out, went over, he wad, they're back there in hand-to-hand with the flayed ones. He failed his leadership test, and the prize are right there too, to drop his leadership. And he needed 6s to hit me. He ended up killing 2, I killed 2, so it was a push. I was actually kind of hoping to win that one. Yeah, the buggies cruised up here. They shot their rockets into the Pariahs, which made their cover safe because they were behind the Immortals at the time. The squad that was over here, that was in that battle wagon in the trenches there, or the truck in the trenches, cruised up, went over, assaulted the Immortals, and the Power Claw killed 3 of them. So they stuck around, but they're hanging out in there. This mess has been going on again for another round. My Tomb Spider keeps on whiffing. It was a push. No one did anything to anybody. These guys went forward and shot their big shooters into the Immortals and didn't do anything. And that was it for... I teleported the Immortals out of that hand-to-hand and then came out of the Monolith and shot those guys to death. The Immortals had to shoot at him, and the squad up on the in this bunker here had to shoot at him with rapid fire to finish him off. The heavy destroyer shot over here, hit one of these buggies, and he actually finished it off after I shot the other destroyers at it first, which were sitting over here, and they didn't do much of anything. This hand-to-hand went real good for me, and I ended up running down the orcs that were left over. My HQ squid went forward and ran. He's going after the zap guns. The Scarabs went around the corner and assaulted the tank busters, and I actually lost that hand-to-hand by 1. His tank hammer instant killed a couple, and I was down a wound in there. Besides that, over here, this hand-to-hand, the Tomb Spider, after 3 rounds of hand-to-hand, finally came through and killed those 2 deathcopters, and he went forward. The 5 guys that got remaining went back a little bit, and that is it. Zap guns shot at the Immortals and rolled boxcars for their strength, so one of the squids there died, but he ended up shooting into the Immortals, killed one of them. These rocket buddies shot into the Immortals and killed the other one. This squad here went forward. They had shot at the Immortals already and didn't do much of anything. Besides that, old Zogwart over here with his squad of tank busters finished off that squad of scarabs. Did enough wounds to me that I had to make a ton of armor saves at the end there on the 2 that I had left, and he killed them. So, besides that, the battle wagon back there shot its 2 big shooters at those immortals before they got finished off by the other stuff. And that really was about it for round 5. Zogwart rolled a 2 for his psychic check, so he had power weapons and hand. It really didn't make a big difference. That's about it. This squad of warriors, the warriors in front here, all shot into this squad of orcs, killed 3 or 4 of them, enough for a break test. He made it. Tomb Spider moved forward 6 and ran 2, so he's trying to move into that. The Monolith shot its particle whip over here and blew up this truck. These flayed ones went forward right between these 2 trucks so they could assault whichever one they wanted. Went after the battle wagon. It didn't move, so they automatically hit it. And not one single 6 in that whole mess. My command squig went forward, and the squad of destroyers ripped through here and killed those 2 buggies that were on the other side. Shot the zap guns at the pariahs and rolled a stellar 3 for his strength, so didn't get any of them. Zogwart over here rolled a 4 initially for his psychic check, so he re-rolled it and got a 3, the one he wants. Shot the strength 10 shot at the monolith and only rolled a 3, so didn't get through the monolith armor. Battle wagon in the back, tank shocked the flayed ones and tried to tank shock the destroyers, but was too far away. Flayed ones made their leadership test. And this squad over here shot their big shooters at the immortals and didn't touch them. And that was it for turn. Oh, I'm sorry. His crew from the zap gun shot my HQ squid and missed. I'm gonna eventually get in there and get him. So, Necrons turn 6. The destroyers went forward, and so did the pariahs. Both those squads shot all the way over here to Zogwart with the tank busters. I killed all of them except for Zogwart. I had 1 wound left, and my heavy destroyer pelted him from across the board and finished him off. Tomb Spider went forward 6 and ran, and he's out of assault range, so he's sitting up there. I decided not to use the particle whip. I used the Gauss Fluck Arc on the monolith because my guys were too close and didn't do a thing to the tank. But the flayed ones came up and assaulted it in the ass. They needed 6s to hit. I actually got 3 6s, got 1 glance on it, and it can't shoot. Besides that, these warriors over here, none of these guys were in range. 2 of these guys were, and shot over here and pelted at the orcs, and they were all good. And that was it for turn 6. My HQ squid is making his way over there. I was going to assault Zogwart, but he took a last cannon to the head, so he's gone. Terry's going to roll, see if the game goes on. And we got a 3, which is it, right? Yep. So we're going to figure out victory points and kill points and see what happens. All right, that's what the table looks like at the end of the game. From a kill point mission standpoint, Necrons got it with 14 kill points to Orks got 5 kill points. And Necrons got the victory points too with 1523 to 751. Neither one of us got our secret mission, which was we both took claim the center of the board, and neither one of us have much in there. Terry probably could have got it if he was just a little bit closer. That's it. MVP for the Orks. Freaking Zogwart. Necrons really didn't have one. I didn't have any unit that really went crazy, but yeah, I'll say this is my MVP over here. He's making his way over to the yeah, whatever. Bastard, turn my guy into a freaking squid. But that's it. Thanks for the fun game as always, Terry. As always.